Hello everyone. On this video I'm going to show you how to access data. So on your syllabus you will find a section called Instructions on Accessing Data, and in this section I'm talking about how to access data either through the virtual lab or buying the student version through this website or buying it through the Rutgers software portal website. So let me show you here how to access data through the free option, which is the virtual lab. So I'm giving you here a link, so you can either click on it or copy paste it in your browser. Okay, and this will take you to the website Virtual Computer Labs. Click on the log into the labs. This will show you this little icon here, default desktop. Click on it, allow, and this will take you to the site where you need to enter your password for your Rutgers email. Okay, and then you click OK, and this will take you to the virtual lab. Sometimes this step takes a couple of minutes, sometimes it's quick. It all depends on the connection. So now it was relatively quick. By default, it will open to you your NetID site. You don't need it actually. And then this is basically your virtual lab, right? So this red screen is your virtual lab. Here you can do everything you do basically on your regular desktop or on your laptop, where you have all the folder here with your files, where you have Google Chrome, where you have the OneDrive, where you have all your files. And as I mentioned on the syllabus, it's very important that you create a storage under the cloud storage side. You save your files under the cloud storage files sites, either under OneDrive or Box. For me, I have already a cloud storage account under OneDrive. Okay, this is where you can save your files and you can access it anywhere, either through your iPhone, either through your iPad, either through your desktop, your laptop. So you have a cloud storage site where you have all your files that you can access it anywhere. Okay, so the other option, which is actually you can save the files under your email, which I do not prefer, but it's easier if in case you don't have a OneDrive account or in case you haven't yet created your cloud storage account. So you can do that through your email. Okay, for me, when I go to the virtual lab, I have my OneDrive account here, where I have all the files that I need, including the Stata files. Okay, these files are the same files that I can access it anywhere, either from the virtual lab or through my iPad or through my desktop, anywhere. Okay, so that's why it's very important that you guys create a OneDrive account or a Box account. Okay, both, they will do the same thing. So let's say uh, we start here with Stata. So I'm going to type search. It's actually here because I just recently used it, but in case you don't see it, you just go to the search and type Stata, and then you will see it on top. Double click on it and that's it. So you will have the Stata software here. Okay, now when we come to the part where we need to get the data set, if you have a OneDrive account, then you go to where you're saving your files. Of course, these are folders that I had created before. These are folders that I named it Stata files dash Mac or research dash Mac or teaching dash Mac, So these are my files, so you don't have to see the same folders on your site. So let's say if I click on this one, then I have all the files that I need, right, to use it in in Stata. If you don't have a OneDrive, then what you can do is you can open your email account. Uh, let's say I open my email account, okay, and I get the data from my email. I sent you already the data, right? So data set, so econometrics data set, remember I sent you this already. So I sent you two files, right? I sent you the Excel file, I sent you the DTA file, okay? Let's say we're gonna try with the DTA file. So I'm going to download it, okay? And this is what you're going to do. If you don't have a OneDrive, you can take the data set from your email and you can drag it, right, to Stata. And you're done with the email, you can just minimize it, okay? So now I have the data as you see it here. You can start like correlation command between average hourly earning and age, for example. You can do anything, right? You can describe, you can summarize, you can do anything, right? So once you have the data, then you can start answering the questions. But remember, I told you before that I don't like to use Stata manually as I'm doing here, like typing the command here and seeing the output here. No, I prefer to have it in a do file. So you go to this little icon here and you click on it, and this is where you can create a do file, okay? So when you go to the first command that we had here, right, you can just take it, Control C. You can just type clear because we want to clear anything that we have, right? And then you will get this one whenever you start copying and pasting. And then remember I told you before it was like an example file, this one, that like a better way, or let me show you here. A better way of creating a do file is to start by clear, set more off, and this is optional, right? Because until now we haven't used any command that will give us like a long output. So we're fine if we don't have the set more off until now. But this is very important. This is where you start defining your path, okay? So the path or the directory starts with CD and then your path, okay? This is where your files are going to be stored. Okay, this is where when you create a log file is going to be stored. Okay, so we can do the same thing here. So when I go to my my new do file, I can type cd, okay, and then what is my path using this virtual computer, right, or virtual lab? I'm going to take this part, right, and this is going to be my directory. So I'm going to paste it here, okay? And then once I do so, I can just right away use the file. I don't have to call again the path, all right? So let's check that. So we have our do file here. So we're going to clear. You know why I need to clear? Because I need to clear these variables. I don't want to run this do file without clearing what I already have, all right? So I want to clear, and I want to define my directory, okay? So you click on this little icon here. So now I cleared, and then I set my directory, and now I'm gonna start to use my data. Okay, so let me see, what is this? Okay, let me see, what is this one? Okay, so I didn't want to read the bracket, all right, because I already have it. Okay, so now I have the data. Now I can do anything, right? Let's say I'm asking you a question about the correlation between average hourly earning and age. Let's say I'm asking you to describe, I'm asking you to summarize, okay? And one of the important things that I forgot to mention is I need to create a log log file, where everything I create is going to go to this log file. So I'm going to go here and say log using, and then call it anything. Maybe we call it homework one, okay? Dot log. This is where the output is going to be created. This is where the output is going to be saved, and then replace, because every time I want to replace whatever output saved in homework one, I want to replace it with the new output. Okay. So, and this is exactly what we had in our example do file here, right? So you start with clearing. Set more off is optional. You can have it without, you cannot, like, it depends on what you like. The CD is your directory, is very important. Once you have it, you can start creating your log file where you are storing or saving your output, and then use, and then you can start from here all the commands that you need to answer any question. All right. And then this is my actual state. Okay. All right, so let's click here and run this part, okay? And that's it. So we have it here. Now, just I want to save the do file, just call it anything. So let's say I'm going to save this do file, and notice it's saved under downloads, right? So let me call it, I already have homework one. Let me call it homework 1.1. Okay, and then save. So homework 1.1 and save. So it's called homework 1.1. Now you're done with answering my questions. Let's say I'm asking you to do correlation, I'm asking you to do describe, and I'm asking you to do summarize. What you have to do is you have to submit your do and log files after you're done. Okay, so you have to go to your Canvas account. So this is your computer here, this is your email, and this is so let's say Canvas Rutgers login. Okay, and I'm going to log in. Okay, I don't want to save it. Let's do the security part. So I'm going to go to my do account, accept, and continue. Okay, now here I'm gonna go to the course site. Let's say I'm going to one of the modules, and let's say I'm just showing you an example. Okay, so let's say I'm going to practice one. Then when I go to practice one, let's say preview, and after you answer all the questions, Stata and non-Stata question, all the way down, you have to submit your do file, right, and your log file. Okay, so how can you do that? So you just basically choose, okay, this is the part where it's the do part, right, and then you're going to downloads. This is homework 1.1. Okay, open. Okay, and then you're going to attach it to your homework. You can also, for the log, you're going, this is the do part, check where the log is saved. So it's under documents, and this one, you open it and then you attach. Of course, it doesn't allow me to attach it because I'm just doing a preview. Okay, so I'm just showing you. So once you're done with your Stata, you answer all the questions that are related to the Stata part, but then after you're done, you have to submit your do and log files. Okay, so submitting the do and log files are all the way towards the end of the practice or homework, right? And then you just choose it and then you get it from your virtual site. Okay, so make sure once you're done, you're saving, right? You're saving so that you can upload it later in your file. I mean, in your practice or any assessment, exam, or quiz, or whatever. All right, so you took the data from your email and then you worked on it on the virtual lab, and then you're going to Canvas to submit it. Of course, there are so many other different ways, right? Because as I told you, you can have OneDrive. So on OneDrive, you can have a quick access to your data, and then after you're done, you can actually save it, right, under your OneDrive and access it from anywhere. So it's all up to you, all right? When you go to the syllabus, okay, so we're done with the part where I'm talking about the virtual lab, okay, and then you will need to have the Amaral account. You can also purchase data from the website, okay, so there is a website. When you click on this one, you will get to this website where you're buying data, and then this is the version that I recommend you to get it, because it's the one that has the mid-sized data set. For us, we're just working with mid-sized data set, so you have for $94 per year. Of course, we will not be using it for one whole year unless you're taking econometrics 1 and 2 over the academic year, but it's only per year, okay? So you don't have it for 6 months as they used to have it previously. Another option, as I'm listing here, is you can actually buy it through the Rutgers University software portal, right? So this is also another option that you have it here. So you can click on this link here. This will take you to the Rutgers software portal, to the page where you can buy Stata, and these are the instructions that you need to follow in order to download the license and get Stata. Of course, when you have this option of buying or through the Stata website or through Rutgers website, it would be much faster, much easier when you have it directly on your computer than accessing it through the virtual lab. But this is the free option that we have, okay? And then I have so many students that spend the whole semester using the virtual lab, and it was perfectly fine, all right? So make sure when you download the data through the email, just to avoid mistakes like, or the errors, I mean, like these ones, right? When you had like the brackets, okay? So make sure that you avoid any brackets or any spaces in the name of the variables, I mean in the name of the file, so that you won't get error messages. Make sure that you start with defining your directory. If you don't know what is your directory, you get it actually once you drag the file, as I showed you at the beginning of this video. Okay, so at the beginning of this video, I showed you how I'm dragging the file from my email to Stata. And once I drag the file, I get the directory. Once I get the directory, I can divide it into two parts, a part where it's setting the directory and the other part which is just calling the file itself. All right. I hope this video is helpful. If you have any question, please go to the discussion forum and post your question there. Okay, thank you.